All right, so this is the Creators Unlock newsletter this week, and I just wanted to go over what a paid membership community style program and offer looks like. So I'm not selling you anything here. I just want to show you this opportunity. I want to show you basically who's it for, what is it, where do we do this, why do we do this, how do we do this, what's the risk of not doing this, and what's the opportunity of having your very own paid membership program, okay? So it's a paid membership community. It's basically what you're doing is you're going to create a monthly recurring income for yourself. You'll be able to work from anywhere as long as you've got an internet connection. And you can work with just literally your phone and a computer. And that's what's nice about this. So if you're somebody, and I've got some notes over here, but the people that this is actually for are people that are passionate learners, okay? People that are really into learning new things and growing themselves. Or maybe you're an aspiring entrepreneur, so you want to own your own business. Maybe you're in a job right now or a career that you don't like. And maybe you might be a traditional educator type, okay? So you're already working in an educational role, like you're helping people learn something, whether it's at the job or maybe in a schooling style, situation. You're an educator, okay? Or maybe you're a professional or an expert at something, like you're a professional lawyer. You're an expert attorney. You're an expert. It doesn't matter. Put anything after the word professional or expert. You're one of those types of people. Or you're a hobbyist or a crafter, okay? You're a creator. Maybe you've got some crazy hobbies that a lot of people are into, or you're very crafty. This will work for you as well. And this is a 6 and 7 figure opportunity too. More money than you'll need. Maybe you're looking for a change in your career. Maybe you don't like what you're doing anymore. Maybe you want a different type of life, a different type of work. Or maybe you're a self-starter or a motivated individual, like somebody that's like me. I bounce up, I'm ready to go each day. Thank whoever created this, all of this, and why they created it, we will never know. Whatever created this, I'm just glad that that was me. Like, I'm a self-starter. I don't need to be told to get up. I don't need to be told to go. I'm a motivated person. I'm just happy to be alive. Or maybe you're a coach and a consultant, or you could be any of these things, but that's who this type of business is for that I'm about to break down for you. Now, I'm going to keep this quick and short. I'm watching the time here, okay? But I just want to give you the big picture of it so that you can see it, understand it, and why we do this. Like, why do you do a business like this? Okay. Well, the reason why you do a business like this, I just got some notes here. Keep it, pop, 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 pop. I just want to keep it easy for you. But you would do something like this because, you wanted flexibility and freedom. That was my goal. I did not want to have to be stuck somewhere. I did not want to have to be told what to do. I did not want to be told, how much I can make, or when I have to be where, or whatever, or you're going to do this. Well, I don't want to do that. Well, yeah, that's what you're going to do, because I just couldn't do that. That didn't make sense to me. I needed that flexibility to do what I wanted to do. I needed that freedom to focus on what I wanted to do and to be able to go and do my life the way I wanted to. Another reason you do this and why I do, these are all the reasons why I would do this and why I did this. That's all I put. I'm just pretending I'm talking to my past self, right? So the other thing would be a passive income potential, okay? So, when you have all these different revenue streams coming in, it's amazing because, you're making some money off of your program, your membership, you're making some money off affiliate, and this money keeps coming in month after month for the work that you did one time. That's why I named the company makeonce.com, because if you learn how to make this once, it can pay you for the rest of your life. And then the other thing is, the reason why I wanted to do it is just personal brand development. There's nothing wrong with being known in a good way, in a valuable way by the public, and having a personal brand. Personal brands allowed The Rock to make, $1 billion with tequila. Think of any of the big influencers, all the names and see representing products and all of that. They've developed their personal brand, and it's allowed them to do very, very well in life. It just extra perks because of. Think of the Joe Rogans. Think of the people that are out there that you aspire to all the time. Like, these are people that they just have a personal brand, so doors open for them. Okay. And then scalable impact. Like, I really love helping people. it makes me feel good. There's nothing that I've figured out in this life yet, no drug, no money, no material thing that feels as good as just literally helping tons of people. And I just want to make sure that on my deathbed, I can look through the back of my life, thinking back and be like, you know what? I helped thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of people because I chose to get out of my comfort zone, learn something, and then turn around and teach it to other people so that they can take advantage of it. So that's the other reason why I'd want to do this. The other thing is lifelong learning advocacy. Like, for me to do this, I have to keep fresh. I have to keep learning. I have to take care of myself. I have to constantly be leveling up or it doesn't work. And so I love that fact. The other thing is it's a creative outlet for me. I love drawing these little pictures. I love doing this stuff. I love being, I have that creative side in my brain and I also have that other side. It's like, I like doing this stuff. I mean, you can't see over here, but I've got all this stuff over here where maybe you can. Look, you just get to create stuff and have a good time. And, I get to be at this little place down here and do whatever. And I can go wherever, be wherever. Let me make sure I line this back up. Okay. So that's really fun, right? I like to do that. So that's another reason why. The other reason is, and why I would want to do this, maybe why you'd want to do it, is just direct interaction and community building. I have friends all over the world. We've helped thousands of people be able to do this. And it's like, I can go to just about anywhere and I have friends there. I have people there. And then building a community. It's so cool getting on our weekly calls inside a Build Lab. And I see people getting together and helping each other and making new friends. And I don't know, there's just something special about that. The other reason why this is such a good deal is because not only is it a low startup cost to do it, like to get into the business, I'm not selling you anything right now. I'm talking about just getting a business like this started. Like, I've had traditional businesses. I've had brick and mortar product sales, physical product sales business. It's expensive. There's maintenance that is very expensive. And to get started, it's expensive. But with this type of business, with a paid membership community style business or this business model, it's different. Okay. It's different. It's very inexpensive to get started, like $100 of equipment and you're ready to go. And I mean, that's software. That's everything you need. Like, truly, if you truly, really wanted to do it with zero money startup costs, you can. You really can. But if you can spend, $100 a month or whatever, you'll just have a little bit nicer tools. And then as soon as you start making money, whatever. But the maintenance cost is crazy too. This can be a 7-figure business for less than $1,000 a month. Like, literally way less, like $500 a month. Imagine being able to just spend $500 a month and that's everything you need to run your business, and you can make 6 and 7 figures. So that's, I don't know, I really like that. And then, the other thing is I love the continuous growth and adaptation because, every single year the internet gets better and bigger and tools change and technology increases. And so it's like, this thing never runs out. It's like, I help people make money using the internet through this model, a paid membership community style, right? It's basically an online course. Well, we'll talk about it. But the point I'm getting at, let me see on time. Okay. The point I'm getting at is you have to continue to adapt as things go and grow. And that keeps you young, keeps you fresh. It's fun. And then I'll be honest with you, I just have a high personal satisfaction with this. I love the fact that it's dependent on me. I love the idea that I can just build this wherever and is be myself. And it makes a lot of money. It gives me a lot of free time. And I'm just really happy. I don't know what else to say. I really love it for that. But here's I also wrote down, it's like, what is the risk of not doing a business like this? Like, what is the cost of not taking advantage of this opportunity? And so I came up with actually 10 different reasons. Number one, it's just missed revenue streams. Like, it's missed money coming into your life. And it's, especially if you're the people, at the beginning of this, I talked about who this was for. If you're one of those types of people, this is missed revenue streams for you. It can stagnate. Like, if you are an expert and you're not using it and you're not continuously sharpening the axe, it goes dull. And then the value drops, your personal value drops. So, this is very good for that. If you don't take advantage of this, you could stagnate in your expertise. You could miss all these revenue streams. You could miss the ability to have reach and impact in people's lives. Like, that may never be something you get to do. You overlook the personal branding side of life. Like, it doesn't matter if just period. You as a person, your brand in society will either open doors for you or keep them closed. Okay. And if you don't take advantage of something like this, people won't watch you and learn from you and see that you're a good person and won't, it's a crazy little thing if you really think about it. And then every day that you don't decide to start this type of business and you don't decide to do it and launch, there's increased competition every single day that you don't. Okay. And then the lack of adaptation, like if you don't get involved with something like this, right? Starting, creating, marketing, and selling online information, knowledge, commerce, If you don't take advantage of something like this, you start to fall off on the tech side of things. Chat GPT's coming out now. All these things are coming out, and you can lose contact with that, and it just makes it harder and harder and harder for you. The other thing is the missed networking opportunities, right? I have so many people that I can contact, going to masterminds and meeting up with people that are also, building their brand and building a business. And those connections are life-changing. Like, you can make things happen so much faster, so much easier. And you miss out on that opportunity every single day that you wait. The other thing you miss out when you don't take advantage of this and you don't build a paid membership community or do this knowledge commerce style, business, is you have a loss of autonomy. When you got to work for somebody else, whoever's giving you the money is in control. So, if somebody's paying you and they're telling you and giving you a job, like you're going to lose autonomy. Imagine going through your life and not having the freedom to go through the life that you want to go through. Instead, one that somebody kind of put there for you. Like, you can't just go do what you want to do because somebody's saying, no, not on my watch. And so you lose out on that. And that's terrifying to me. And then you have diminished personal growth. If you're not working, like when you go to help somebody else or when you're working on something and building something, they always say it's not the $1 million that's so cool in business. It's who you had to become to get the $1 million. And that's what this is. When you do a business like this, again, remember who this is for. Passionate learners, professionals, experts, educators. You know who you are, right? We know who we are. If you don't keep delivering and helping, when you learn something, do something, get a result, and then you go to teach that to somebody else so that they can get that growth that you get is unmatched. You can't learn that in a classroom. You can't learn that anywhere else. It's experiential growth, and you lose out on that. And you go through life with untapped potential, and I'm talking to the person that actually wants to do this. Okay. So real quick, I want to go through this with you, and I'm going to blaze through this. So if you want to learn more about this, you can go to makeonce.com. You can email me, mike@makeonce.com, M-I-K-E. Okay. Mike. That's my name, Mike Gowans. Okay. Mike@makeonce.com. Okay. Got it? So if you have a question about anything, you can certainly email me. Okay. Now, again, I'm not selling you anything in this. That's not what this is about. Okay. I just want to present this opportunity to you. I want you to see what is available to you and what it looks like. So we just talked about this: who, what, when, where, why, how. Okay. What you do in this business is this. Let's get a little closer here. Let's get up here a little bit. Okay. So what you do in this business is you're essentially going to help somebody from their current situation to get into their desired situation. Everyone has one of these, and everyone has one of these. Okay? So now think about this for a second. Right now, you have a current situation, and you also have a desired situation, And if you're not in your desired situation, it could be because you don't know how to get there. Because if you did know how to get there, you would be there. All right? So it's the same way for the people that you're going to help. You're going to help them. There's like a wall. There's something stopping them. They may know these first few steps, but they don't know the rest of it to get there. And so they don't know how to get across this gap. But when you help somebody cross this gap here, you help them get from their current situation to their desired situation, they give you their value, money, in exchange for your value, the how to get there. Okay, so that's all we're doing in a paid membership community. Okay, people pay, think of it as like a country club. People pay you to have access to the country club. Inside of the country club, we have a self-paced information course. You're helping somebody cross the gap using videos, PDFs, slideshows, get them across, whatever it is. They have a private community, and then they get a weekly live Zoom from you, okay? And the goal, okay, just think of, what if I had 1,000 people that just gave me $1 a day? 1,000 people pay you $1 a day. Okay, that would change just about anybody's life if they're not doing this, if they're not making that, if they're not at that point, okay? That's 30,000 per month. And if you can do that, you can double, triple, quadruple it. You just do more of what you did and you make it more efficient. Now, there's a lot of ways that you can do this as well. Okay, I go over different business models with my Build Lab people, but one of them is you can do tight knit, like a tight group live membership mentorship training 3 times a week. You could charge like $1,000 a month for that, and it's limited to, let's say, 100 people. Okay, make sure you understand what I just said. 100 people pay you $1,000 a month for mentorship live 3 times a week on Zoom, maybe an hour each time, and it's limited to that group. Okay, so whatever it is that you're teaching them, which we'll talk about here in just a second, that they would want closer help. They want to basically do it faster, easier, get more mentorship with you. Or they could just do, like with Build Lab, it's only $97 a month, or they can pay like $799 for lifetime access. Okay, so that's that model. But then you can also have where they just buy, maybe they don't even have the private community or weekly live Zoom, but they just buy a self-paced course that you created, and then maybe they just spend $147, they buy that, and then on the next page you can say, now, if you'd like closer mentorship, you can join our paid membership community where you get that same program you just got, but you also get a private community and weekly live Zooms 3 times a week and close mentorship for an addition, $997 a month or something. And it's limited to 100 people. So, that creates a very neat thing for you too. So you can start doing the math and understanding what this looks like without not that many people. If you just had 100 people giving you $1,000 a month, life is completely different for you, okay? And it's completely possible, and people are doing way more than that. So don't let that be like big to you. That's not big. That's just getting started. Okay. So that's what the delivery is. That's, we have 3 things that we do in this type of business. We attract, convert, and deliver. But when you go to build this type of business, you build it in reverse. You create your offer, then you can create a funnel, a 4-page funnel with email automation follow-up, where the key here basically is we build a list of people that have the problem that we can solve, and then we just sell those people on that list the solution, which is the steps across the gap. So that's how we convert. We drive traffic to this 4-page funnel here where they opt in, they get on our list, build the list. Then on this page, we deliver the value that they asked, that they wanted when they opted in. And then we sell them at the end, push them over to a sales page. They purchase here. It pushes them over to this page where they get the receipt and a video with expectation of what to do next. And then they can click a button and get access to the community. Okay. Now this self-paced course is about 30 videos. Okay. It's about 30 videos. And it can be less. It's not, and it doesn't even need to be videos and stuff like that. You can literally just get in there live all the time. You'll know your style, and I help you with that and you'll learn more about that, okay, as we go throughout, this being a part of this community, the Creators Unlock, and just being around. I'm on TikTok and all the socials and stuff. I go live on there and stuff. But that's what this is, the conversion thing. We have email follow-up happening automatically. This thing is working automatically. You can make it once, and then it just works thousands and thousands and thousands of times over. And then we have to attract people to this. So we can create organic content like this right now. Okay, this is organic content. This isn't live. I created this. You're watching it now. And then, or you can make paid content. This is just organic content that you put money behind, so they're ads. Okay, so that's one way you can do it. And then you either create long form or short form content. So this is what you're watching now. This is long form, okay? This video right now. Short form is this stuff, TikTok, whatever, and it's shorter. This is roughly less than 1 minute. This is usually less than 30, but more than 8, okay? And the reason more than 8 is because if you put it on YouTube, if it's 8 minutes or longer, YouTube can put a couple ads in it when you get monetized, and they'll push it harder. It'll make your video do better, okay? Anyhow, that's not to get off track, just a little tip there. Okay, so again, if you have any questions about this, you can just email me right here, okay? Mike@makeonce.com. Or you can go to any of these emails that I've sent you inside of the Creators Unlock, because if you're not in the Creators Unlock and you're seeing this for some reason, you can go to makeonce.com, and I have this newsletter that goes out every Saturday. Okay, this is what they watched on Saturday that they get for being on. It's just free. It's a free list. You get on it. It's a community of people that are creators, kind of like the people I talked about at the beginning of this video, okay? They get on here, and I send out a tip each Saturday about stuff like this. Okay, this is basically all I ever talk about is attract, convert, and deliver with online knowledge commerce, e-commerce, infopreneurship, solopreneurship. What else do you want to call it? So it's basically creating, marketing, and selling your knowledge instead of selling your time. Most people are trading time for dollars. I show you how to trade your knowledge for dollars. And then we try to make it to where it's very consistent and recurring month after month, so that you have cash flow, plain and simple. Okay, so if you have questions, go there. Now, how do you come up with the whole thing that you're going to sell? Well, this business it's basically the sweet spot that you're looking for is a combination of these 3 things, okay? Make sure you can see that in there. All right. You're trying to marry these 3 things together. What you would do is you would write out a list of 20 passions and interests that you have. You know what you're passionate about or what you're interested in. Write down 20 of those things. Then write down any unique skills, expertise, professionalism that you have. Again, I told you who this was for at the beginning of the video. Write 20 of those and write 20 of those, okay? So let's just imagine this is, you write it out in Google Docs. You got 20 things, right? You would do that for this and this, but you got 20 things. Go in and circle your top 3, and then put a star by the one that is the best of the best. And that's just where you're going to start, okay? And you are the niche. You're basically teaching somebody, this is like your past self, and then you figured out how to get here. You're just now turning around and going back to this person that's here, and you're basically just teaching your past self how to get back here faster, easier, better, less effort. It's like you learned how to fish, and then you turn and teach somebody else how to fish, and now you both are fishing. Or you can train somebody now to fish for you. That's what it is, okay? And this is only going to become more of an opportunity, and it's only going to become bigger and better, and it's going to be just cooler with all the tech that's coming and everything. Okay, so you do that for both of these, and then you would have a list of, you'd have your top passion and interest, you'd have your top skill, unique skill, which usually those things are kind of married together. And then you'd go out and you find market demand. Now there's really just 3 big markets. You have the relationship market, like how to be in love, how to fall out of love, how to, the relationships. Doesn't need to just be loved ones either. It can be leadership, community, management, teaching, relationships. But that's a huge marketplace. The next one is how to make money. That's the one I'm in. How to use the internet to make money. That's what I teach. And then the third one is like health, right? Mental health, physical health. These are the three core markets, and your thing is going to fit into one of those core three. Okay. And again, like I said at the beginning, if you're a hobbyist or a crafter, if you're already an educator of some sort, these are all things that you're pretty much decided there. You know what you're doing. So that's the sweet spot. And then what you do is you essentially, on this self-paced course, and I won't go into all this, but you essentially lay out the plan. Okay. I'll just run you down kind of, this is what I teach inside a Build Lab. So basically, we identify your niche. So we get this figured out, and then we research and validate to be sure that people actually want this. So we make sure there's market demand, show you how to do that. And then we structure your content. So we organize your self-paced course. I'll show you a very simple way, a templated way to do it. Then we take that course and we put it inside of an online platform where people can go in there. Think of it as like your online stage, kind of like I'm on a stage right now talking to you, but I'm not. But you know what I'm saying? So we create the course, then you put it in there, and then we just basically, it's production time. Lights, camera, action, we create the program. This could be a module in the course. And then you price your paid membership community. You've got several ways to do it, but I like this idea. It's just, you can do $97 a month or less. Let me basically give you a spectrum here. But this is what I like, and it has worked very well for us. Okay. But you basically you can charge anywhere from, like, I would say $50 a month to $150. Now you can do a lot more. Okay. And then that's your monthly. And then you can have a one-time charge of anywhere from, let's say, $500 to $1,000. Okay. $9.99. So that's what you're doing. And then you can have one-off courses that are, I'll write it over here. You can have one-off courses that are, let's say, $50 to $150. And of course, there's a range you can go. And then you could do one-to-one. It's not one-to-one, it's like one-to-many. Okay, it's like one-to-many mentorship, like upsell type stuff, where people are paying you around $997 a month for that. Okay, and then you limit that to like 100 people. It's like a mastermind environment type thing. But at the end of the day, the goal is, get anybody to pay, get to a place where you're earning, let's say $1 to $10 a day from 1,000 people. So $1,000 to $10,000 a day. Those are really the ranges, to be honest with you. And that's not, there's people that make a lot more than that. Okay. But my goodness. So that's helping a lot of people, because here's the thing, 1,000 people all have at least one friend that also would probably be into this as well. And now your 1,000 true fans that you needed, 1,000 people pay you $1. That just became 2,000. And if maybe you're getting, like, I get $3 a day from 1,000. So it's like, you think about that. Okay. So then now all of a sudden, and then that 1,000 has another friend, it's like, so it's endless. So anyway, that's the next thing. And then we go into, like, the marketing magic, like, let's get some students, right? How do you attract, how do you create the content, right? And to drive people to the conversion machine so they can eventually be in your program. And then the next thing is we go over, basically the feedback loop. How do you look at each of these areas right here, and how do you make them better? How do you make them more efficient? How do you get them to run without you even more? Because that's the key. That's why there's so much freedom and flexibility in this. And then basically it's a rinse and repeat, onward and upward. So you can create more of these. You can create a more robust one of these, but this thing will last a lifetime for you and give you a life that, I can't even believe it most of the time, honestly. And then, just embracing the journey, like things that you can do, more working on you and just things inside of you that, you can improve and make better, and how you can, distribute your values in different ways and your focuses. But anyway, that's what it is. I just wanted to share this with you. I hope you found value in this. If you have questions, mike@makeonce.com. If you're seeing this somewhere other than, the people I sent it out to, the Creators Unlock, whatever, just go to makeonce.com and you can join the Creators Unlock newsletter. It's free. You can probably go either down on this page, or you can go down in the description of this video. There'll be a link in there to join that for free. So that's all I got for you. I know this was 30 minutes long, just like we talked about, but I don't know. I think there's a lot of value here. If you're excited, if you're one of those people I talked about at the beginning of this thing, this can be really, really powerful for you. So, all right, I'll see you in the next video.